Yes guys, Robert Optimal Bodies. Now this one is about the difference between motivation and discipline and how you can manipulate them to use them to your advantage. Now first of all, let's establish the difference between the two and what I mean by it and why we're talking about it. So motivation is, I see it as a privilege. It comes in drips and drabs and peaks and troughs and highs and lows. Basically it's not going to be there all the time for you to hit your health and physique and just life goals, whereas I see discipline as a choice, and there can be pros and cons of that, negatives and positives. Because it's a choice, it's something you can harness and use when it is needed. Doesn't mean that it's easy, but comparing the two, so I see motivation is not going to be there all the time. It's gonna come in waves. Okay, whereas discipline can be there all the time if you're willing to do it and if you're aware of it. So just by me making this video might make people aware of why sometimes they feel like, oh, I can't get out of bed for that this morning, or I really want to cheat on my diet today. So we establish the two, and then we can apply them to simple everyday stuff that we're trying to do to improve our health and physique. As we said, see motivation as a privilege and see discipline as a choice. So let me use myself for example. I am not motivated every day to wake up when my alarm goes off at 4 o'clock, jump in a cold shower, drive to the gym and put myself through a horrendous leg workout. I'll tell you now, more often than not, I'll get up and think, oh God. That might happen 8, 9 times out of 10 compared to the day where I wake up like, boom, like a young spring chicken, nice one, cold shower, yeah, legs, let's go. Okay, so whatever you see on social media, that is just a snapshot and probably very unrealistic to what happens in everyday life. So I'm nothing special. The point is, I'm not always motivated to do that, but I still do it because I can use my discipline to do it. So it's harder because it don't feel as easy to do, it's not as natural, but what I'm saying is there's a choice and I can still make that choice. So do not rely on motivation, and then when it's not there, use your discipline, because that is always there. That is a weapon and a tool in your tool belt of choice. So how can we apply this to everyday life? I'm not saying everybody get up at 4 o'clock and get a cold shower and go train your legs. If that doesn't fit in your lifestyle and your goals, there's no point copying your favourite influencer and doing that. Doesn't mean you're automatically going to look like them, and if you don't enjoy it overall and have an end goal, there's no point doing that because you're never going to stick to it. So you need to be able to apply it to your life, and here are a few examples where you can apply discipline when motivation is at its lowest. When you've said to yourself, I want to go to the gym, it opens at 6, I'm going to set my alarm for 5, 5:15, whatever it may be, and you sat downstairs and you're watching your favourite Netflix series, great way to chill out. You finish an episode and you're like, should we squeeze another one in? And you know that if you do squeeze that one in, you're going to feel horrendous and not want to get up in the morning. You're losing that other hour of sleep. So that's where discipline comes in. Don't watch that other episode, it'll always be there. Use your discipline. When that alarm does go off in the morning, you look at it, 9 times out of 10 you don't want to get up, but you use the discipline, you get up, because you never regret doing that. Once you might just go for a walk, or you drive to the gym, or you just want to get up at that time because you're trying to set a bedtime routine. Do it, just use discipline. The mind is powerful. When you're at a friend's wedding, there's an all-you-can-eat buffet. You look at it, you're on a diet, you've made that choice that, no, I'm not going to have anything today, but when you actually see it, it's like, oh God, that looks good. Motivation might be low, willpower's low, but discipline can still be there. Remember the goal, and you can just stick to your diet. So this is where, again, discipline can be used. When you've said to yourself, right, I'm going to hit 10,000 steps every day, like that's it. I'm not into the gym, so I'm not going to do loads of weights or anything like that. I'm just going to move more, okay? So let's say you've hit 7,000 steps, it's 7 o'clock at night, your missus or your loved one or your mister wants to watch another series, another episode of Netflix, but you're like, no, I'm going to use discipline to get my coat on, go for a walk, take the dog out if you've got a dog, whatever it may be, but you don't want to do it because your motivation's low, you're a bit tired, but think how good you feel when you go do it, come back in, you've hit your steps, there you go. Use discipline to say no to that pint after the pub on a Friday. Go straight home, have dinner with your kids, whatever it may be, you know it's not going to be 1 pint. You're at a little family do round at your in-laws, boxing's on, oh, we're all getting a takeaway, but you've signed up to an online coach that's done your diet for you. You're feeling a bit unmotivated, you're a bit hungry, but you've got your lunchbox with you. So this is a two part. One, you had the discipline to make your lunchbox, take it with you, even if you weren't motivated. You knew they were going to get takeaways involved. And then two, you're going to stick to that. You're not going to join in because you're going to eat your food. It's going to take the edge off. Next morning, you're not going to regret, damn, I wish I got a takeaway. No, you're going to be glad and proud of yourself and leaner that you stuck to your diet. You enjoy the gym. You're going to make a conscious effort to go 3 times a week. You've only been 2 times a week. It's Saturday night. I better go tomorrow. You'd use discipline. You set your alarm. You use discipline to get up. You'd use discipline to go to the gym. If motivation is not there, it doesn't matter. Discipline is always on your tool belt. And you can use this and apply it to a lot of things. How good do you feel when you actually do the thing you didn't want to do? 9 times out of 10, probably 10 out of 10, I do not want to get in that cold shower. I'm not saying get cold showers, but that's just what I want to do. I've made videos about that before, but I never get out and think, oh, I shouldn't have done that. No, I'm glad I did do it, and I'm glad I didn't bottle it. You use discipline to prep your meals for the week. Might be Sunday night, you're knackered, you want to bang Netflix on and put your feet up. You know, it needs to be done. You know, if you don't do it, you're probably going to end up cheating because you're like, oh, I'll just get something while I'm out, or get something on my lunch break. No, you make those lunch boxes, you get them done, and you use discipline. And again, how good are you going to feel when they're done? You don't have to think for the rest of the week. It's going to have a nice knock-on effect. You're going to stick to your diet because you're going to have that food with you. It takes that mental battle away that you're like, oh, what shall I have? Oh, I know what I'm having my lunchbox. Okay? 9 times out of 10, it's going to work. Very powerful. I think I've badgered on enough, used a lot of examples. The overall message, discipline will always be there, motivation will not. If motivation's there on top, brilliant, accept it, reel it in, do more, whatever it may be. Just don't rely on motivation all the time. And if you have started some sort of diet or health and fitness project, whatever it may be, meal prepping, whatever, just going for a walk, just knowing this, that there will be times where you're not motivated, you don't want to do it, knowing that using your discipline and doing it, you're always going to feel better and you never regret doing it. Rob at Optimal Bodies signing out.